Hi there, it's William James Dutton, the President and CEO of Quantum Growth Marketing and the founder of Incredible Networking Events, coming to you for something very, very important and very special. I've had the opportunity to work with a gentleman that is the absolute king in this industry. And this is a surefire way to start putting some pretty sizable checks in your pocket. And if finances are an issue right now for you, like many people out there, face it, we've got some challenges going on, but there's a way out of it. And I want to show you that way. Now, many people tell me, you know what, I'm just going to kind of wait it out and see what happens. Let's face it, if you wait around and see what happens, chances are you're going to be fading downward. You're going to be falling so fast. If you're just hanging out, you're falling downward so fast. Stuff's racing by you so quickly, you don't even see it. So don't just hang out. Now, the other thing is some people say, hey, you know what, financially, I just like to be comfortable. Don't have that as your goal. That's a prison cell. And if you feel like you're comfortable right now, do something to push yourself out in the uncomfort zone, because that's where you grow. That's where you become more. The fact is, for things to change for you, you've got to change. Great mentor told me that years ago. For things to change, you've got to change. For things to get better for you, you've got to get better. And when I heard that for the first time, it knocked me down, because it's a whole nother concept to go from blaming everybody else and blaming the society and the situation and the government for where you're at financially, and finally taking responsibility and becoming proactive for your finances. But that's where we're at in America right now. We've got to get proactive about our own personal finances to really save the economy as a whole, but to save our own butts too, right? So get proactive, do something. Well, what are you going to do? Well, you could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars starting your own business, but what if you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to start your own business? Lots of people are jumping into direct sales and network marketing, but because lots of people are jumping into it, there's also a lot of competition out there in the direct marketing, network marketing world. So what's an answer? And what's something you could get at right now and within the next couple of weeks produce a nice sizable check that would change your personal economy? Of wholesale real estate investing. Now, I know when I say real estate investing, that scares some of you, so hang on with me, because this is a real estate investing opportunity where you're not going to need any credit. You can have horrible credit. We're not going to touch your credit. You're not going to use your credit for this. You don't have to feel like you need $20,000, $30,000 in the bank to write a big down payment check when you're buying a home. A lot of times you have to do that. In this type of real estate investing, you're not going to have a big cash reserve on the side. You're not even going to have to worry about your own personal financial situation, and you're still be able to get involved in what's called wholesale real estate investing. Now, some people call this flipping, and ideally it is flipping, but you're flipping a contract, not the house in a typical sense. So a lot of times when people talk about flipping and some of the shows you see on TV, the person goes in and buys the house, they spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 fixing it up, and then they flip the house after they fixed it up. Well, that's great, and you can make a lot of money doing that, and that's a great opportunity. Maybe that's something you want to do down the road, a long ways down the road, once you have a bunch of cash reserves. But here's what happens. Let's say you think it needs $20,000 worth of work, and it ends up needing $30,000 worth of work. Well, depending upon what your profit margin is, you're starting to cut into that profit margin, and you're having to spend more money than you expected, so you got to make sure you have plenty of money sitting around to spend when you don't expect to spend it. Make sense? Hopefully you're following me. Wholesaling is something totally different. I'm going to tell you what it is and tell you how to do it right here. Now, once you put your name and your email in the box provided, you're going to get a series of tools. You're going to get an ebook that myself and my mentor put together for you. It's actually called Flip Your Way to Financial Freedom is the title of the book. So there's great information in how to find great deals, how to market yourself as this type of real estate investor, and then also some of the tools you need, skills you need, and so forth, and how to negotiate the deals properly. And then really the negotiating the deals properly and selling the deal properly is where we'll jump in and help you. And there's an opportunity for you to have a one-on-one coaching with myself and direct information from my mentor, Preston Eli. If you want to go on Google and search Preston Eli, or go to YouTube and search Preston Eli, first off, the guy's phenomenally hilarious. He's very straightforward and in your face about things, but hilarious. I've enjoyed working with him and learning from him. But on top of that, he knows his stuff when it comes to wholesale real estate investing. He is called the king of wholesaling, and for good reason. He is definitely the king of wholesaling. So you're going to get a book by us when you put your name and your email in the box provided, and it's great information, very entertaining, funny, silly to read, so you'll be able to knock it out, but you'll also get the tools and ideas and skills you need to get started right away and get the marketing side of things. Now, on the next steps and to guide you through the negotiation process, making sure you have a good deal in your hands, negotiating it, and then showing you how to unload that properly, that's where we'd come in on a one-on-one coaching basis, if that's what you're interested in. But quite honestly, you can put your name and your email box in the box provided and flip to the other side, get the free ebook. You'll get a free video training also from me, and you can go run with it on your own. You'll probably go through the school of hard knocks, but if that's all you can do, that's all you can do. No harm, no foul. We'll part as friends. What is wholesaling? Let me explain it real quick. Let's say you have a house that's worth $100,000, okay? And you know that once it's fixed up, it needs some work, but once it's fixed up, you can easily, for a fair market price, be able to sell that, unload it for $100,000 in today's market. Now, that home, you needs about $20,000 worth of work. And you know you can get that deal, or with some negotiation, you're able to get that deal. You're able to buy the house for $40,000, okay? Just using round numbers to help make this easy. So it's going to sell for $100,000 down the road. You can buy it for $40,000. You can then take that house that you put $40,000 into, but you're not going to have to put any money into it. Watch this. You have that house that you put $40,000 into. You go and you sell it to somebody for $50,000. How much money did you just put in your pocket? That's right, $10,000. You bought something for $40,000. You sold it for $50,000. You just got $10,000 worth of profit. Awesome. $10,000 paycheck, payday in your pocket. You're nice, hot, sweaty, sexy cash for you. You're happy, right? Now, you sell that to somebody that does more of the typical flipping, right? Maybe they're a construction person, they like tinkering with houses, or maybe they're a general contractor and they've got crews to be able to go in there and work on the house. And they put $20,000 in that house. So they bought it from you for $50,000, they put $20,000 into it, and they're able to go sell it for a fair price on the market for $100,000. So they have $70,000 into it, right? $50,000 they paid for it, $20,000 fix up. They sell it for $100,000, so that's $70,000 what they put into it, $100,000. They put $30,000 in their pocket. Are they happy? Oh, heck yeah. Are they happy with you? Are they going to want to come back to you for more deals? You betcha they're going to come back to you for more deals. So what you have there is you're basically a wholesaler getting a great deal, finding the great deal, negotiating the great deal, flipping that very quickly for a smaller check, right? You didn't make the $30,000, but is $10,000 okay to make for a couple of hours worth of time? You bet. So you make the $10,000, you put it in your check. You don't have to worry either about all the challenges that can happen when you get into working on a house. And there's errors that can happen, and then it costs you $10,000 or $20,000 more. Now, if that person thought it was going to be $20,000 worth of work, and it cost them $30,000 or $40,000, they'd still have a profit to be made. But it's a whole bunch of headaches you don't want to even get into, right? And who wants to be a landlord? Landlord's a pain in the neck. Maybe way, way down the road, you've got so many big, huge piles of hot, sexy cash all around. You're like laying in it in your living room. And maybe at that point, you say, hey, you know what? Let me invest some of this money. I got to get this out of my house. I can't even walk through my house. I got so much big, huge piles of cash. So let me go ahead and unload some of this, buy some real estate, and get a property management company to manage it for me so I don't have to worry about being a landlord and go fix toilets in the middle of the night and all that crazy stuff. So this is the simplest, easiest way to get into real estate investing. It's no credit, no cash. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take that home that you negotiated for $40,000 and you're going to put it under contract. So now you control that property. And you're going to have an inspection period of 30, 60, maybe even 90 days to go out and sell that home. Or really what you're doing is flipping the contract. So you're not really flipping the home in the traditional sense or having to fix it up. You're just going in, you're buying it for a great deal, putting a little bit of cheddar in there for yourself, and flipping that paper. Much easier, simpler thing to do. You don't need credit, you don't need cash, you're ready to rock. Now, what if the deal didn't happen that great? And let's say you want to unload that house maybe faster. And so instead of $10,000 in the middle, you sell it for $45,000 instead of $50,000, you put $5,000 in your pocket. If you made $5,000 next week, Would that change your personal economic situation? I think so. What if you sold it for $42,000, you put $2,000 in your pocket? And what if you did that 2-3 times a month or more? Would that change your economic situation to add $6,000, $12,000 to your monthly income? I think it would. And this is simple stuff to do. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's easy. Nothing in life that's worth something isn't going to ask you to pay a price. You're going to have to pay a price for this. You're going to have to follow our instruction. I highly recommend that you work with us one-on-one, the one-on-one coaching program that we offer. And that way you don't hit the potholes and you're able to step around the ravines and the pitfalls. But worst case scenario, the thing is to get started and never stop. That persistence is key. But we can definitely help get you there a lot sooner. So all you need to do is put your name and your email in the box provided. We'll see you on the inside. Enjoy the ebook, read through it, study it, read it over and over again, print it out and get a highlighter. Awesome information. And then come back to us and get started on our coaching program. Or if you're ready to take action, if you said, hey, you know what, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's time to get after a new life for myself and my family and my friends. And maybe you can be that person that says, hey guys, let's go out to dinner. And they say, no, I can't go out to dinner tonight because I don't have the money. And you say, hey, don't worry about it. I'm paying. We're going to have a blast. Come on, let's go. Wouldn't that be nice to do every once in a while? You can do that. But you got to get started on this right now. Put your name and your email in the box provided. We'll see you on the inside.